Wow. Thank you, Tave, from Peace and Justice.
Oh, chicken and dumplings. That was delicious. Okay, now we turn the next segment of the virtual village over to Tave and her daughter Lucinda.
Great. Put our mask on. You guys out there, put your masks on.
We're out of here.
Here, I'll put mine on too. These are beautiful. Did you say these came? Whose garden did these come out of?
From our garden, our farm.
What? They're so beautiful. So
have a wonderful show.
You guys have fun.
Thank you. Arthur and Anita, thank you so much for handing off to us. And I just would like you both to know that you are forever an inspiration to so many of us. And seeing you both walk around holding hands at fair, it's just one of my most favorite things every year. And I have to go home and tell my husband about it and say, I want to grow up and be like that. So thank you again. Yeah. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So that was me, and in the little bit that we just saw. And I'm in a band that's called Pet Meki. And you can find out more about us at petmekimusic.com. And within that, we have these little bits that are chicken and dumpling. And you have to decide if I'm the chicken or the dumpling in that. And then I'm also in a very large all-Merle, all-girl tribute to Merle Haggard called Girl Haggard Band, spelled like Merle but with a G. And I have a jazz and blues quartet, the Tave Fashe Drake Quartet. But most importantly, and most appropriately for today, I'm a 15-year member of Community Village and the Peace and Justice booth. So huge shout out to everybody out there, to Jen, our booth coordinator, and to Peace Corps. I'm also a returned RPCV. I represent Siren Nation and the YWCA of PDX. We also have NAACP in our booth. We have Cop Watch. We have Enlace, we have Peace Village Global, and CALC, the Community Alliance for Lane County, and many more. So all promoting equity and justice.
And I'm Lucinda. I'm her daughter. I grew up at Fair, hoping to work in the kitchen. Next time we get to have a kitchen at Fair. And I'm schooling currently at Brown and RISD. So I'm an illustrator, an artist, and a songwriter. And so I'm going to start out by playing you one of my songs. Yesterday, ate too late, went to sleep with you on my brain. It'll never be the same. Yesterday, I remember when I cut my hair off and I thought you were gonna wash down my drain as well. You can never tell so far from where I am. Who will soothe the nervous from my hands? Now you're probably someone else's man. Now, so far out, that's what we were, on a different super cosmic universe from the other kids. They never did it like we did. And I'm still falling out of love with the idea of your touch. Vitamins B and D mimic the chords you used to play for me. It's a deficiency. Vitamins that your dad would talk about when I came over to your house. Who would have thought that I would miss your parents this much? Lucky I'm moving far, so I don't have to hear your name anymore. We both have living in store. Lucky that we're both in touch with our feelings. It keeps me from holding on to you too much. You were a year-long crush, and I'm still falling out of touch with the idea of your love. I'll see you a few months. Until then, I hope we stay in touch, writing letters and such. I'll see you in November. We'll come back for Thanksgiving, all of our friends now all back together. Probably all wearing holiday sweaters. And I'm still falling out of love with the idea of your touch. And I'm still falling out of touch with the idea of your love. Thank you.
Wow. I know I'm the parent, but I'm really proud. I'm president of the Lucinda Drake Fan Club. That's what my button says.
Thank you, thank you.
Lucinda Drake Fan. I can make you one if you need. I just use crayons and my button maker at home. But thank you so much for playing that.
You're welcome so much.
I just would, there's going to probably be a time, it's probably going to be right now, when I just get emotional and start crying because of all of the love that we have and we share with each other in the village and at the larger fair in general. And I'm so delighted, and thank you to Adrian Acosta for making this happen. And for all of you who are tuning in out there, whether it's on the radio at KOCF or if you're watching live right now, because we are one big family. And while we can't be together in person, we can all be together in each other's hearts. And music is one of those things that always makes me feel really close to people. And that's my father's guitar, who passed away many, many, many years ago. And so it's such a treat to hear you play it. Yeah.
Thank you, Mom.
So let's see. Should we introduce our next things?
I definitely think we should.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We've got a few different acts coming up next, one of which is Dr. Atomics.
And that's really important right now, I think, because it's a very stressful time and we all need like a little dose of something. And music is probably the best thing to have a little dose of. Music and laughter, and that's what we're going to get with that. We are also going to be introducing Brian Coutien,
who's one of my very dear friends and a huge inspiration musically and wordsmith-wise. Big shout out to him. He just playing a show with the Alberta Rose Theatre in Portland, which is also going to be providing content in the evenings for all 3 of the nights of fair online as well. So thanks to the Alberta Rose Theatre. And then
this is really big for me as an amphibian lover. We are going to be introducing frog jokes, which are not told by a frog.
They're also not about frogs.
They're also not about frogs, but they give the same, toady energy, and I think that's what we need today. Forever, always.
We need all of that. So that's going to be coming up. But I also want to say a big thank you to Paxton for bringing that mic over here, and to Mike for getting stuff ready and for doing our camera work. Again, to Adrian for setting it all up. And to, Andy at KOCF broadcasting live. So thank you to all of you.
And again, Arthur and Anita.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
and
my
then
heart.
Olive and Eric, who are doing some additional assisting and some craft service in the back, because we all need beverages. Dehydration kills. And thanks everyone for wearing your mask when you're not up here. So I guess that's it.
I think that's it.
Take it away.